Morning, Reds. Sam here for the latest episode of Transfer Daily, where we bring you all the sort of latest transfer news, try and go through all the bullshit and see what we can find for you. And there's one main talking point for today after reports from yesterday. Morgan Schneiderlin, Southampton's Morgan Schneiderlin. Now, there was reports from InfoSport in France suggesting that he was closer to a Manchester United move than an Arsenal move. Now, Schneiderlin to United is not a new rumour. This goes back to last summer when there was an exodus of players from Southampton. Schneiderlin looked to be on his way out as well, but they didn't let him leave. He stayed at the club for another year, and now that they've missed out on Champions League football, he's made it clear, I want to play Champions League football. And Ronald Koeman, Southampton's boss, has already said that they're looking at Geordie Classy as a potential replacement, which seems a strange thing to say in public. You probably should have kept that behind the scenes because everyone knows you're going to be looking for replacements, but it's almost like Southampton conceding that they are going to sell Schneiderlin, and to see what goes on with that. Now, he'd be a great player for United. If you're looking at a player who's in this number 6 role that Michael Carrick plays, Schneiderlin ticks that box. I mean, 2 years ago when he was playing there in a deeper role for Southampton, he made an average of 4 interceptions per game, which was the most in the Premier League. And now that interceptions is Carrick's bread and butter. He doesn't need to do tackles because he's so good at blocking the pass in the first place. He's Premier League proven. He's 25. He's in the French national team. He ticks a hell of a lot of the boxes. And in terms of price-wise, he'd be quite expensive because he's from the Premier League. I mean, if we paid 30 mil for Shaw, I imagine we'd have to pay a similar fee for Schneiderlin. But it would be a great signing, wouldn't it? Now, let's see how this one develops. But given that he definitely is going to leave Southampton this year, you could see it happening. On to another Frenchman, this one slightly younger. Dayot Upamecano. Now, this is I think he's 17. He is a French centre-back from Valenciennes. And this one has got confusing. Basically, back in the January transfer window, a deal looked done for him. Reports were saying that we'd signed him. Happy days. 4 days later, on February the 6th, the deal fell through because of transfer negotiations that failed. I think it was administrative problems was the title that was given to it. And United fans are a bit confused. Then back in April, it re-emerged that United were close to agreeing terms with him. Then when it went into May, it said those terms had been agreed. And then on the 30th of May, it said that a deal had been agreed to sign him. And then yesterday, it said that Man City had jumped in and offered him a salary contract offer and would be willing to pay Valenciennes more than what United are willing to pay. So it's a messy one. Really is a messy one. It looked very straightforward. If United could have sealed the deal back in January, then it would have been done and dusted. But now that these negotiations have gone on for so long, City have got an opportunity to jump in, and they've done it. So, which is not a surprise, really, because obviously he's highly rated. We're really chasing him. But at this point, we haven't managed to secure a deal for him. Will it come through? Well, we're looking pole position, but the longer it goes on, you just don't know. Somebody else we don't know about, unfortunately, is David De Gea. Now, he's been speaking about his future now. He was asked this weekend. He was made a adopted son of Castilla-La Mancha, probably pronounced that completely wrong, which is the region where he was born in, around Madrid. And he was asked there about his future. Obviously, he was very coy about it. He said, "We'll see what happens with my future. I'm on vacation now. I'm very happy for this recognition." Default answer. You weren't going to expect him to say anything different, were you? He's going to stay quiet up until he either leaves or signs a new deal. There's not really much else we can do about it apart from cross all our fingers and sit there and just hope that De Gea signs us a new contract. I've sort of conceded to the fact he's going to leave, whether it's going to be the start of the window or the end of it. I think he's going back to Madrid. I don't want him to, but you just don't know. And that's it for the latest episode of UPT Transfer Daily. So to recap, yep, there was Schneiderlin rumours, which were really starting to come up again. The latest on Upamecano, and just a quick update on De Gea. We'll be back here tomorrow morning. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, please. We want to hear the rumours that you want to hear us cover. So please comment below with any rumours that you've seen flying around, and we'll do our best to cover them and see what we can go through. All right? See you tomorrow.